Okay, welcome back to this simple tank game tutorial and learning about variables in GameMaker. And now I'm kind of moving on to conditions, and that's what we did last video. Look at a simple if statement. So with this one, we're going to make that ammo counter. And in here, we already made our ammo counter equal to 50. And now we're just going to draw it onto the GUI. So it's going to be similar, except we're going to do this with draw text. There is an option here to draw text. That's actually draw settings. This is draw text here. And we are going to draw the word ammo. We could actually draw a picture. Okay, if I had a little picture of, and I've got one up here, a bullet, but I won't use that. It's a bit small. I'm just going to write the text ammo. I'm actually wanting to write it next to my other health bar. And so I know where I did that. I did that at room width minus 200. Now I'm going to use room width here, room width minus, and I'm going to write this at minus 300. And it's going to be the same height from the top. So this is the text that I want to write, and this is where I want to write it. Now, I also want to draw variable. And to do that in GameMaker is not actually under draw, it's under control, and it's this one here. Now if you're using the black and white, or black and orange or black and green color scheme, draw icons have a green square around them. If you're using the plain one, I think they've got like a beige background, but I'm going to draw this variable. The variable I'm going to draw, you'll see this looks pretty much exactly the same as draw a text that I had a second ago, and I'll have to delete that one. Yep, I don't want that. The variable I want to draw is player ammo, and I want to draw that at room underscore width minus 250, and y is going to be 25. Now I'll have to test this out, and I might need to make a few changes. Also, if you remember from a few videos ago, I said that we were going to do a global variable, which we will get onto shortly. So I decided to make the health variable just local. So only this player health is only unique to this tank. So we're going to go and hit play, and the ammo should show up in the corner. Okay, so ammo 50. Now, I want to make that a little bit more to the left, or I may actually put it down below this one. Okay, that way I can actually put the words health next to it. So let's go and change that there. So I'll go back into here. And sometimes when you're working with GUIs and you've got to kind of write them, it doesn't always work out that way. So I'm going to change this. I'm going to leave that at 300, but I'm going to change this to 45. And then this one, I'm going to change to 200. And 45. And I'm also going to draw one more text. Draw text. And I'll call this armor. And it's going to be room width minus 300 and 25 down. Okay, so we've got that there. I might actually bring these back in a little bit. So maybe minus... instead of minus 300, maybe minus 280. If I had the time, I would lay this out on a grid and get everything exact. And that should say armor like that. Draw text, ammo, and minus 280. Okay, so we've got armor, ammo, and there's our HUD up in the corner. Now, the last thing I need to do for this one is to make sure that when I actually click the button and fire a bullet, that my ammo counter goes down. And so that's pretty easy. Player ammo minus equals 1. So player ammo minus equals 1, that will reduce it by 1. And like I've said before, if you just want a quick refresher, it is the same as doing this. So player ammo equals player ammo minus 1. So it does that calculation, then assigns it back to player ammo. It is exactly the same as doing this. This is just shorter, and I find it more readable. So I hit play. I should be able to test my ammo now. And I go 49. That's all working. I can move around still. The armor's up in the corner. It all looks pretty good. What I am going to do is make one change to this armor box here. Firstly, I'm going to make it so it draws a little bit low. Or I might actually make it so this armor text is drawn a little bit higher. You can see how it's not quite centered with that. So draw GUI, draw a text. That's the wrong one. Draw a text armor. I'm going to draw this at 23. And then I'm going to draw a box. And this box is going to be around that other armor, just so I can see whereabouts, how much health I have left relative to everything else. So this is actually going to be drawn 1 pixel bigger. And draw room width minus 1. Sorry, not minus 1. Minus 201. The Y value is going to be 24. The second Y value is going to be 36. And the X2 is going to be room underscore width minus 49. And I'll check that and make sure that at the start there is a black box. Well, it's drawn over the top of that, so I'll draw it the other way. I'll drag that up so it does it first. So you can see there is a black box around that, and as I lose health, that goes down. What I could do is make this, if I go draw a rectangle, I can make it just an outline. And so I get the outline up there. And that looks quite nice. It helps me to see how much armor I have relative to how much armor I should have. The ammo counter works fine, and now that label is a bit more centered on there. So it's looking pretty good. Make sure that you're saving things regularly, and we'll look at what we'll look at in the next video. We've got the ammo counter done, power-ups, pickups, and I do need to keep track of a global variable as well.